For the Air Force Association in Virginia, this is your AFA Daily Report.
DoD, USAF leaders address basing concerns. U.S. European Command Boss General Todd D. Walters issued a memo explaining the strategic rationale behind the Pentagon's proposed posture shift within the European theater, and cautioned that any moves will take time to implement. Defense Secretary Mark T. Esper said July 29 the U.S. would move nearly 12,000 troops from Germany, shifting most elsewhere in Europe and bringing home roughly 6,000. This includes ending the fighter mission at Spangdahlem Air Base and moving the base's F-16s to Italy. Also on July 31, South Africa Command announced that preparations for its move out of Germany have begun. The Stuttgart-based command will consider both European and stateside options, and possibilities will be evaluated to ensure appropriate positioning of forces to deal with future challenges, a command release said.
House passes 2021 defense spending legislation. House lawmakers approved next year's military funding as part of a six-part legislative package in a 217 to 197 vote July 31. The $1.3 trillion group of bills, known as a minibus, funds several areas of the federal government from the Justice Department to the Transportation Department. For the Pentagon and others that handle defense-related programs, like the Energy Department's nuclear weapons work, the House offers $694.6 billion, or $1.3 billion above its current allocation, in base defense funding and more than $68 billion for combat operations overseas. Senate appropriators have yet to release their own defense spending legislation for 2021.
Goldfein tribute headed to Air Force Memorial. Air Force leaders honored outgoing Chief of Staff General David L. Goldfein July 31 at the Air Force Memorial in Arlington, Virginia, as he heads for retirement in the coming days. Goldfein is leaving his post as the Air Force's top uniformed official on August 6 after 4 years in the job and nearly 40 years of military service. Air Force Secretary Barbara M. Barrett presented a stone panel inscribed with Goldfein's words that will be added to the memorial. It reads, quote, "This is our sacred duty. When protecting soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines, we fly to the sound of the guns, or we die trying." Experimental satellite design ready to build. A promising experimental Air Force satellite is one step closer to being ready to launch. The Air Force Research Laboratory on July 30 said the service's navigation technology Satellite 3 passed a critical design milestone in June that lets the contractor, L3Harris Technologies, start to build and test the system. It is on track to launch in 2022. NTS-3 is designed to improve on the directions and timing, now provided by GPS, that power everything from mapping apps to ATMs. It also offers the U.S. a backup option in case GPS satellites become targets in a future conflict.
Russia claims another USAF intercept over the Black Sea. Russia purportedly intercepted a U.S. Air Force RC-135 surveillance plane and a U.S. Navy P-8 Poseidon maritime patrol aircraft over the Black Sea on July 30. Neither American aircraft crossed the Russian border, noted the Post, which included a 36-second video that appeared to depict both aircraft. U.S. air forces in Europe would neither confirm nor deny the authenticity of the Russian claim or footage. This would be at least the third alleged intercept of a USAF RC-135 aircraft over the Black Sea in about a month. Virtual events, Berman on Mitchell's Nuclear Deterrence Forum, and more. On August 6, AFA's Mitchell Institute for Aerospace Studies will present a Nuclear Deterrence Forum with Elon Berman, Senior Vice President of the American Foreign Policy Council. Event video will tentatively be posted on Mitchell's website and YouTube page after the event. In honor of General Goldfein's 40 years of service to our nation's Air Force, we end this broadcast with the Air Force hymn.